What a day. That freaking drill is just part of the stream now. So I don't know if I miss any alert or something. Let me see. The master give 7 cheers. And that was it. All right. Oh, I need to change the title. Do you know when they will finish? Yeah, I know when they will finish. They will finish once they're done. So I have no idea, man. It's not like, hey, can you please tell me when are you gonna be finished? Stuff happens, man. Stuff happens in life. Like, what if the drill just hit suddenly a freaking pipe and then the whole building ran out of water? Hey, but you said you were gonna finish that day, man. Oh yeah, they finish before 10 p.m. Well, actually before 8 p.m. The sensor. So another one that is not on the wall, right? Man, I just noticed that you can very nicely put a full screen chat with F11. I had to do something and I cannot remember what I wanted to do. Oh, the title of the stream. Just with little distraction, it's quite hard to. Where is the good old neighbor clip? I think if you type exclamation clip, it's gonna work. Off-topic question. Just a curiosity, cause you study international law, do you have also the Polish citizenship thanks to your mother? Yes, I do. I mean, if you study that, you should already know that. Well, each country is different. There are countries that don't let you have double nationality or citizenship. There are countries that you are able to have triple citizenship. Yeah, Poland is one of those that is fine with it. But yeah, I do have a Mexican nationality and a Polish citizenship. How the fuck any human is gonna supposed to read that shit? Like, if you scroll to the fucking end of the world. Mr. Doctor, Dr. Funk. The guy is like, oh man, ruining the peaceful forest, right? Brought to you by Fart Machine. Oh my god. I wanted to see the manual, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. See the manual. Dungeon Quest. That's all? How to play it? Wasn't there like another manual? I don't remember there was another manual. Dungeon Quest is a mystery adventure game. You have to solve the mystery by typing questions to the computer and explore a mysterious medieval world that waits. To move around, the direction of the compass, go north, with commands such as lock, search. You sift through the leaves and look around, but there is nothing whatever found. Search leaves. Alright, going somewhere else. You are the outer edge of the forest. The south you can see of the sky is Is it possible at that drill volume? Possible to what? Just man, Timar. Why not try noise cancel? It's horrible. Why? It's just because I'm sick and tired and I don't wanna do anything to improve the stream right now. That's why. I had this. The game was a plain plastic box, simple instruction card on the back. Alright. So, if you have this magic pumpkin, and by the way you have seen Retro Game Gauntlet, do you think I should drop the game? Just random parts of the wall. Oh my god, yeah, it is so many random places that you can imagine what he's doing. Alright, imagine you have an old building and maybe they're just taking down a wall in order to make better a freaking toilet, or maybe they're redecorating the whole thing. And maybe they taking, on the floor or something, on the wall, like, I don't know, they're just doing something. You never finished the game, you got far. Although it's pretty short and simple, might be beatable with hints. Alright, so... Oh, wait. Sky and a thinning of the trees. And a thinning of the trees? There is a path stretching to the east and west where the forest seems to thin out in both directions. The north of the forest again becomes impassable. What about the south? I don't know if I should read like all the places. This Carter tea kettle. So how many hints I need total to beat the game? These adventure games are for real patient people. Let's reset, man. The music is nice when the neighbor is not drilling. Welcome to Dungeon Quest, the ultimate experience in multi-sensory gaming. Weary from traveling and devoid of all quest gear, with a near shipwreck and a band of pirates to help you along toward poverty, you find yourself without sword or armament, deep in a forest, and not just your ordinary adventure forests either. What little light there is from the densely overcast sky is barely able to penetrate the thick foliage overhead, lending a deep grey mood to the forest near darkness. The season is all wrong for this type of forestation. Even this far off land, the leaves are oddly shriveled and scrawny as density of foliage as of disease, yet they obscure the light. The density of foliage doesn't make much sense for the gloominess of the place. Something strange and inexplicably perhaps, but something is definitely wrong here. The ground is carpeted with leaves and twigs, which crunch under your feet. You stand on a path which leads east and west. The forest is much too thick to travel any other direction. Alright, let's see. How big is Amiga Tosek? What is an Amiga Tosek? I remember being impressed with the audio samples at the time. Such a pain. Whoa. Acquire avian flu from bird. Damn. Eat the bird. I can try eat the bird. It's not gonna work. That isn't very appetizing. I'm aware of at least one point-and-click adventure game that came with a set of smellness in the box. You could smell those when the game told you to do so. Wow, what the hell? Alright. You sift through the leaves and look around. There's nothing whatever to be found. So then you cannot go west from here. Let's go east. Our one hint gives all usable words. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Is people okay with that? Is people of the RGG committee okay with that? You are at the outer edge of the forest. To the south, you can see more of the sky and a thinning of the trees. There's a path stretching to the east and west, where the forest seems to thin out in both directions. One hit per word. Yeah, and we start with the goal, right? Actually, games that give you the verb list. Well, in manual there is go north, north, and etc. All commands such as lock, door, search leaves, search should be followed by pressing the return key. And that's all. Byte leap. Why will that work? A fap break. He doesn't understand that, same as me. Search. Your search turns up nothing. Look. Oh. So look is just basically the other command I had. So Dr. 8-bit, what is a TOSEC? What is an Amiga TOSEC? Like a library or what is that? Climb. Verb list wouldn't be spoilery in your mind. The list of items, nouns, might be. The verb list is like having controls to the game, should be free. You see? We have 1 against, 2 in favor. A huge library of all software for a platform. A TOSEC. Alright, thank you. Drill 3. Yeah, we can try drill 3. Alright, we have 3 in favor, 1 against. Who else is also in favor of getting the list and not even paying a freaking hint? Mrs. Intuition. She loved me sometimes, she loved me sometimes. This looks like a really tiny inn. Although small enough to be tiny, it's much too large to be minuscule. It's built of round stones with a very low budget, yeah we know, wooden shingled roof. Looks like you have to step down slightly from the ground level to get into the door, and there's a ladder across the entrance. You have to step down slightly from the ground level to get into the door, as the roof appears to be under repair, and none too soon either. Doesn't make sense. Look around, it's just the same as look. The look around is just gonna tell me the same thing that you're looking. And it's even worse. Well, says you don't see anything interesting. Search around. No different than browsing a dictionary next to you. But I also don't care. The game doesn't change much by having that list or not. You will still need to figure out how to use them all. So, I mean, allowing the verb list, or well, the list of words, it is difficult because some people are purists, like if the manual doesn't have them, like you cannot use them. And some others, many of you are like read. What do you want to read? The 3. Right, let's actually try the read 3. It's a very basic list. Yeah, but once you see the list, it's very basic, but if you don't see it, for me, it will be impossible to know a certain word, like use, for example. You can only read one thing at a time. Alright. Read the. I can't read that. Great, man. I think the purists might enjoy a drop down to a 30-minute Sega Master System game to skip this crap. And you no mames, you cannot no mames.
Only Amiga. You can open what is left of a village. This little village exemplifies small villages of the sort about which adventure novels are usually composed. This is a really typical small village, highly suitable for an adventure game. For starters, it is just like everything you have ever seen, except more decrepit. The few small buildings are dilapidated. The shacks have deteriorated into huts. Pro cheat. Look up the word list of a different text game instead for free.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, I guess we will see. Everything looks pretty dead. Even more than you will expect from the prototypical small village. There's no apparent activity other than dust, stirring on the ground in small eddies. The sky is deeply overcast and doesn't seem to be interested in changing anytime soon. In this bleak place, there is no need for a tourist bureau, and there isn't one. There is a stable to the east from here. It appears to be boarded up. To the south is what looks like it might be a tavern, and there is also a tiny inn nearby. Oh, so the tiny inn is to the north. A road of sorts leads west. This text is really belaboring the point. I think someone was paid per the word. Yeah, probably. Alright, this must be the stable. You stand before an old but sturdy stable. Its doors and windows are boarded up, except for the large double door in front of you. The door is securely locked with a large padlock. There is a doormat underneath the door. Search. Yep, sure enough, off to the side of the big double doors is a doormat. It doesn't say welcome, but there's a key under the doormat. So, you must be invited in. Take key. Take key. Use key. The key fits, but crinkly. The lock is rusty and hard to turn. The key bends and creaks and bends and then breaks in the attempt. But the rusty old padlock finally drops open and the door creaks open slightly, eliciting a pained shriek from its unwillingness hinges. Well, I walked through the Aztecs map. How many hints for the map? Haven't we been doing one hint for a map? I think the map won't really help me beat the game. I mean, that doesn't seem like extremely huge yet. I'm just starting, but doesn't seem extremely huge. But the map might contain little hints, like for example, if you enter the tavern and have to push something and then there's a hidden back door or something, then it might be useful for that. For a game like this, the map may be more important. I think the map is gonna be important here. Oh my god. John, I have headphones. The only Amiga bothers me whenever you play it, so please refrain to use it at minimum, man. It's a little louder than the actual game audio. Open slightly, So enter.
Nice. Stepping inside, you see 3 horses. They are much too starved and sickly to ride or to resent or even to realize your presence. Oh my god. The ground is scattered with rotted fragments of hay and dirt, and the smell of decay rises chokingly into the air. What leads back to the center of the village? Maps were a super big part of Sex Adventure, especially if there's a maze at any point. There's always a maze. Just starting, I'm getting ahead of things. Available options when we get there. You see, like the only available option that you should promote is the super sellout support. Oh my god, my head, man. We pass from the drill to the hammer, boys. My life is complete, man. Even if it's small. Well, I guess it depends on how much attention you put. You sift through the dirt, through the dust, and through some other materials that won't even bear a throughout description. Yeah, like shit, right? He's knocking his way in. The search looks futile for a long time, but finally, after having overlooked it on your first time through one particular odious pile of stuff, you find a round metallic object. Some vigorous cleaning and scraping reveals the dirt encrusted coin. So, look, coin. Examine coin. Take coin. You look and look, poking into some materials that you really ought not to have been poking around in, and turn up absolutely nothing worth mentioning but a whole lot of unmentionable stuff. Alright, we got the coin. Now we're rich, boys. Did someone own this game as a box version? Magic Pumpkin had this game. I'm happy at least it is during the day. Imagine having it at night or later in the evening. Yeah, recognizable. I mean, they're here in Poland. They're quite strict about it. Like in Mexico, some people don't give a shit, but in here they're very strict. Like you cannot work in nighttime unless you have a permission probably of the government or something. Are your neighbors creating a real life Frankenstein next door? Probably they are. Probably they are. Alright, let's go south. Let's go south. The tavern site has fallen down, but this place looks too much like your run-of-the-mill tavern for there to be any mistake about its function in life. Besides, there's a board announcing the hours of operation and the availability of spirits. I wonder if it is if it is a house repair. I mean, he could be building several bird houses for his friends. Maybe they are. Troll game. Yeah, there's always a troll game. Right. There's always a troll game sooner or later. But we have a solution. The tower smells like stale and squalid. Even more stale and squalid than your average tavern. As for the few patrons, their slumping posture and other body language clearly indicates hopelessness and despair, a feeling that is reflected in their ashen faces and magnified by their stolid silence. Their clothes show the wear of time and hardship, and their bodies, almost swallowed by their oversized clothing, are thin and frail. The tavern's bar, made of heavy timbers, is at the southern end of a large, low-ceilinged room. All lamps spread an unsteady flicker. Is he describing RGG? Me? I'm not. Your entry goes largely unnoticed, or at least no one bothers to let on. Alright. With a deep sigh, the decaying human form heaves forward and backward, pointedly ignoring me. A top tier shirt, exactly, man. Eres el man de verde. That doesn't make too much sense. Alright. Alright, I see. Heavy, made of heavy timbers, is at southern end of a large, low-ceilinged room. Um, Gotta go do some workout. Have fun with this exciting game. It looks adorable, just like all the games. In Retro Game Gauntlet, thank you. Good luck also to you, Otus. Good to keep yourself fit. I'm keeping myself, my brain working out with shitty games. That's the shitty game diet. The Retro Game Gauntlet recommended to me. Eric the Unready would be a perfect text parser adventure for chat. I'm sure the code will. It's an object game. Try the real tavern. It's not gonna work. You're not allowed to open this link, TMR. But it's my chat. I should check what people is posting, right? What the fuck do I do in this stupid bar, man? It's just stupid. Talk to worker. Talking to you again? The tavern is closed. You find yourself on an ill-traveled path, which in a happier time might be called a Rome. The tangle of branches and vines from either side is about to overtake the path, but it's passable for now. In front of you is the bank of a wide, slow-moving river. The water is pitch black, and a dense haze clings to the river's surface. At the bank stands a cloaked ferryman, gently swaying back and forth, rocking his equally frail, odd-looking boat. The lantern on his boat gives off a sleek yellow light, barely able to pierce the thick haze. A small sign is barely visible at the water's edge. Peering closer, you see that behind his cloak, the oarsman is nothing but bones. A skeleton? Will you trust both him and his rickety vessel? Yes. I said I will trust him. A part of a letter and mysterious coin. The text of the letter is in your program manual. Huh? As the letter? Oh. It was the one. Part of a letter from your losing standing friend. It appears that some pages are missing. It looks like this letter has gone through some hard times and has the effect of draining everything of its life forces. Really, you cannot imagine a more evil place, and I am held here, imprisoned by a need to find out what this evil is, perhaps to vanquish it, and yet torn by a desire to just let it all alone and escape before it conquers me. Alas, I have gone so far and delved into this evil force much that I fear it's no longer even possible to escape. I know that it may be overstepping the bounds of our long friendship to ask you to risk yourself and your fortune to help me, but I fear I must. The gravity of this evil force and the mightiness of its grip are so indescribable, overwhelming, that it surely will be a short battle to the finish. The journey here is a long and dangerous one, but even so, it will seem almost trivial to the evil that begins when you land here. I wait for you in the appointed forest together with... That's all. Hi TMR, thanks for the great content. Hope you have fun day. RCT Meat, thank you so much for the kind words. I'm not gonna have a fun day because we have right in front of our eyes what seems to look like a freaking amazing text adventure game. So of course I'm not gonna have a good time, but thank you, man. Every time developer back then believe you will never lose any piece of the materials, including the game box. TMR hates his job. Still, I actually hate you.
Only Amiga.
Only the most adorable games, yeah. That's it, man. Alright,
Only Amiga.
text adventures are so relaxing and therefore very adorable. I think the other manual had that too, but you also clearly mentioned that what it was, yeah. Text adventures can extend the game length easily. They just need to put some random input like tickle me 2 hours to get that. So, what do you guys think? Shall I drop the game? Or shall I keep trying to make progress? It will go until completely stuck. This looks interesting. Keep trying. At least you will be back to Sega Master System. Drop. I can tell you there is some bullshit in this game. No inventory. It might actually be good. Drop it. Type drop game and see what happens. But like, I get what you want to get through this quick. Well, good guy. Just think about it, man. If a donation is a way of me getting income, the longer I spend without beating a game, the longer I won't be able to make progress. If I don't make progress, people might not be like, how do you say? encouraged to donate on the stream. Therefore, I will just die in poorness. So that's my point of view on this. The game looks interesting, yes. Is it worth playing? No, like many adorable games on C64 and here, but yeah, it just sucks, man. Just sucks. But also, I have no certainty that the game that I will get on the freaking Master System will be a beatable game. So it might just end up backfiring like way more. The longer you are stuck on an Amiga game, maybe the more donations you get. That could be another possibility. So far, we have gotten seven beats, and it was not during RGG. That's the weakness of RGG, or less viewers. That is also a possibility, DJ Kipling. I think you need more than 30 hours to beat this game. So what was it, Ferryman? The only Amiga games we're playing are the short ones. This is stupid 10-hour games. It will take more, because you will never figure out what is coming up next. The YouTube long play is 50 minutes. Yeah, and so far in the YouTube long play, I'm just in minute 1, right? Of the 50 minutes. I wonder how many hints he will need too. If he just power through with hints, I will try a lot of hints for -1 Amiga game. How many TMRs hints TMR have? You can type exclamation inventory and you can see how many hints I have. It's just, I mean, this is the reason why I usually drop these games, because like, well, the game has really nice graphics, nice sound and shit like that, and it kind of looks cool. It just fucking sucks for a project like Retro Game Gauntlet. Oh, wait, console manual is not working?